There's a reason they called it the Wild West.
Temple had a flair for the theatric, but he believed in the law heart and soul.
You've gotten too big for your boots.
I know you boys think of this place as the family manor, but it don't belong to you. You and your crooked daddy.
Houston was baiting us. You didn't teach us to roll over.
I taught you to give your enemy enough rope to hang himself.
This is our chance to get rid of him once and for all.
I was just a young man when I first headed west. In the years that followed, I became a cowboy, a gunslinger, and even served as sheriff of Dodge City, one of the most lawless towns in the country. My name is Bat Masterson. Now I'm a reporter, and I've come west again to chronicle the world that I know best, the American West. Lure of gold, land, destiny flooded the frontier with men both good and bad. These are the incredible true tales of the Wild West.
Now then, Mr. Love, thank you for making the trip from Oklahoma.
Call me Jack.
Now, I understand you were sheriff of Woodward County.
For a stint. It wasn't all that memorable, though. Not like yours in Dodge.
Maybe a little too memorable.
But that's not why I'm here, is it? You want to talk about my friend? About Temple Houston?
Son of Sam Houston. Plenty's been written about Temple's reputation as a lawyer. Bit of a firebrand.
Not enough adjectives to do him justice.
I'm interested in a different side. There was an incident in a saloon between three lawyers.
I know. I was there.
You can walk away right now. That judge won't help you.
No one knows who fired first. When the light got shot out, no way to tell who hit who. When it was over,
The man lay dead. You've been in gunfights, Mr. Masterson.
a few.
Do you care to relive them?
If it helps make sense of it. So, Jack, how did men of the law wind up drawing guns at that table?
Gentlemen of the jury, you have heard with what cold cruelties the prosecution has branded my client. A murder!
Temple could get under your skin. Like the time he tried to convince the jury his client killed a man in self-defense, even though he drew his gun first.
Let's review the facts. We have an altercation over a stolen horse, the crack of a pistol, and a dead man. Now, my client claims that he acted in self-defense, but gentlemen, how can that be if he was the first to draw? And the dead man in question? He was no saint. In fact, he cultivated a reputation as being a notorious gunfighter. So am I to believe that my client was ignorant of this? Look upon him. My client could know more about drawing his malefactor than a firefly could outshine the noonday sun. But this victim, or this rogue, he could draw, fire his weapon before you even think to pull the trigger.
Houston, what the devil are you doing?
Not to worry, Your Honor. Only blanks.
Was Houston a lawyer or a ringmaster?
Find there's much difference between the two? Anyway, that stunt did the trick. Got his client off the hook.
And earned himself some notoriety.
Temple had a flair for the theatric, but he believed in the law heart and soul. Couldn't say the same of everyone in Woodward County. The Jennings brothers. The kind of lawyers that give the trade a bad name. See, Woodward was their town. They weren't inclined to share it.
We got the soon up, Jack.
I'm not so sure.
Their client grazed 300 head of cattle on your land. Can't run away from a contract.
Only one problem. It isn't his land. Part of that spread belongs to the government. Fencing it off doesn't mean squat.
Ed, John, I didn't think I need to explain this, but your client over there signed something we like to call a written agreement.
Which is null and void. Come on, Houston. You know the former sheriff's your friend. No, but don't let it cloud your thinking.
Yeah. I guess we'll just have to let the jury decide. Take a freeloader or a public defendant.
Guess we will.
Has the jury reached its verdict?
Yes, Your Honor. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of breach of contract. We award full damages to Mr. Jack Love.
One thing I forgot to mention.
The reason those Jennings boys felt Woodward County belonged to them is on account of their father, Judge Jennings.
Before we proceed with sentencing, I've got something to say. When you've been sitting on the bench as long as I have, you've seen every kind of performance. Those who argue the facts, and those who put on a circus. It falls on me to carry out the jury's verdict. However, I am reducing damages to $1.
What? Judge, what are you doing?
My duty, Mr. Houston, in my court.
You have made a mockery of this trial.
No, counselor, you have. I suggest you turn and walk away.
What, you think you're some king sitting up there? Like some sort of Solomon?
One more word, I'll have you clapped in chains for contempt.
Turns out all you've got are blanks.
Y'all still hanging around? I know you boys think of this place as the family manor, but it don't belong to you.
I've never seen a lawyer so angry to win a case.
We'll see you on the next one, Houston.
That's right, you will. You and your crooked daddy.
You're gonna talk about our father? How old was Sammy Houston when he sired you? 70? You're an afterthought.
You wanna walk that line, Ed? Why not just let old Betsy do the talking?
Hey, no, not worth it.
Such a big name.
On such a small man.
Temple hated a bully.
There's daylight between taking a stand and looking for trouble.
Not to him. Every chance he got to take on the brothers in the old man's court, he leapt at it.
What was their next case?
Some small-timers stole a keg of beer off the Santa Fe Railroad. Temple was prosecuting. Everyone turned out expecting fireworks. Careful what you wish for.
Mr. Martin, we established you and your co-conspirator at the train depot that morning.
Objection. Hearsay.
Sustained.
I'll rephrase. You and your fellow thief were at the train depot that day.
Objection. Prejudice.
Sustained.
You and your companion were at the train depot, but neither of you had a ticket. Is that true?
We was gonna buy tickets to Enid.
Enid? That's a lovely town. You know, being from Texas and the Oklahoma Territory being as vast as it is, I'm sometimes baffled by its geography. Mr. Martin, from where you sit, in which direction is Enid?
Everyone knows that. Enid's north.
North. Of course. Just one more question. How on earth did you manage to rob a southbound train when you should have been on the northbound platform for Enid?
Objection!
Your Honor, this man's compass is spinning every which way. Maybe it's because he drank all the evidence in that stolen keg.
Counselors, approach the bench. Where is this going?
This prosecution is making a fool of our client.
Oh, he doesn't need our help.
Your Honor, this man's a menace. We demand you hold him in contempt.
That's it, Ed. No need for lawyering when you can just tattle to daddy.
Shut your mouth, Houston.
When I'm good and done, John.
Remember where you are. You've gotten too big for your boots.
And you are grossly ignorant of the law.
Order! There will be order!
Temple! No!
There will be order!
Temple! No! Temple. Put it down. Here.
I guess it was only a matter of time.
Those boys have been gunning for you for a long while.
I didn't mean them, Jack. I meant me. I drew on a man in open court.
Everyone walked away breathing. That's all that matters.
I was 3 years old when my old man died. The great Sam Houston. Avenger of the Alamo. First president of the Republic of Texas. But my own dad was a stranger to me. It was just a story. But I used to carry that story on my shoulders every day, and Jack, today I failed it.
You think Sam never lost his temper?
No, see, I got that part of him in me. That fight, that fire. But Jack, what if that's the only thing?
I charge my friend here with needing a few good rounds of poker. How does he plead?
Guilty.
You're a disgrace! Both of you. A disgrace to your profession, a disgrace to your family.
Pop, we didn't mean to disappoint, but he disrespected our family.
Houston was baiting us. You didn't teach us to roll over.
I taught you to give your enemy enough rope to hang himself.
That's it then.
Ed?
Listen. Houston pulled his gun on me.
So?
So, So I call that premeditation. Let's say we run into him. Let's say he leaves us no choice but to defend ourselves.
Yeah.
The stage was set.
All day, I had an icy feeling in my stomach.
Was poker the best use of your time?
Oh, it wasn't for leisure. I had to keep an eye on Temple. We set up in the back of Garvey's place, out of sight. Ever since I quit the law, I didn't care to wear a gun. But that night, I was taking no chances.
Gentlemen, 3 aces is good business. I guess this is my night. Speaking of which, would any of you object to another round?
Temple, you better let me get that.
That's it. That's where they got Houston stashed. This is our chance to get rid of him once and for all.
I don't like it, Ed. We don't know how many guns they got in there.
John, do you want to let this silver spoon busybody walk all over us? Now, are you with me or not? Now, are you with me or not?
I'm with you.
Well, look who it is. I'd invite you both to sit, but I'm in the middle of a hand.
We didn't come to play, Houston.
I don't suppose you came to plea bargain either. I guess you fellas have me boxed in.
Why don't you use some of your fancy words?
Both of you listen to me. You can walk away right now. Okay? Whatever happens next, that judge won't help you.
Get my father's name out of your mouth!
They killed my brother! You're gonna swing for this, Houston. My pa will make sure of it. Cowards! All of you!
All right, Temple. Yeah. You?
Temple, we're not walking away from this. What's gonna happen? We were charged with manslaughter. Temple defended us himself. We had no idea what to expect.
In the Superior Court of Woodward County, on the charge of manslaughter, we, the jury, find the defendant, Jack Love, not guilty. On the charge of manslaughter, we, the jury, find the defendant, Temple Houston, not guilty.
Well done, counselor. Hey, really? Well done. Self-defense.
Temple Houston won a reputation as a brilliant trial lawyer and orator in the Oklahoma Territory. He died from a cerebral hemorrhage in 1905 at the age of 45. John E. Jack Love was the first ever sheriff of Woodward County and worked in the state government when Oklahoma joined the Union in 1907.
We never did figure who killed Ed. Temple always held it was John Jennings.
John shot and killed his own brother?
And all that dark and chaos, we'll never really know.
Your friend wrestled with the family legacy. This gunfight's surely part of his.
He didn't want it that way. But when Temple died, all the newspapers wrote the same thing. Son of Sam Houston.
Never got out from under it.